The technological tool I chose to review was Nearpod. And what is it? Well, Nearpod is a website that I feel is mainly used by teachers. However, there is an option for students where they can put in a code and watch a live lesson by a different teacher. But we're focusing on the teacher aspects, which allow you to create or browse thousands of lessons based on subject material. These lessons are not videos as I first suspected, but rather slideshows. Unlike a YouTube video, these slideshows have interactive questions throughout the entire presentation, allowing this tool to be more than a babysitter. These questions act as a benchmark and require students to do critical thinking based on what they just learned. These slideshow lessons should be led by the teacher to get the most out of them. I would use these in my second grade science class by finding appropriate lessons that match my Indiana academic standards. I would make sure the questions throughout were engaging and beneficial to my students. And lastly, I would have a class discussion where I build off the slideshow. During this discussion, students would be allowed to ask questions about the video so they get more information and more in-depth information on what the slideshow was presenting. Finally, Nearpod would be a great tool to use every now and then in the classroom. This would have students excited about the technology, but it also keeps them engaged. I think the students enjoy answering questions as they learn. This also gives them the opportunity to contribute to the lesson and get some of that talkativeness out of them, so they're still focused on what we are learning. At the same time, they are reflecting on what they just learned, allowing them to remember it better. So, in conclusion, I feel that Nearpod is a great website to use for teachers every now and again so they can present different lessons from different people, but also to keep the students engaged in the lessons. So it's not just sitting there like you're lecturing to them. It's more of like they're interacting with you and the slideshow itself based on the questions that it provides.